finally, the absolutely crazy race that is taking place in the state of Alabama between Doug Jones and Roy Moore is over. And surprisingly, Doug Jones won. Roy Moore lost. I am completely surprised. We have standards in this country, guys. We did not allow a pedophile to get elected to the United States Congress. This gives me a tiny bit of hope. Now, I say it gives me a tiny bit of hope because this was a very close race. When you look at the results here, Doug Jones got 50% of the vote, and Roy Moore got 48% of the vote, with 99% reporting in. Now, Doug Jones won by about 20,000 votes, so this was incredibly close. There were a lot of people that willingly voted for Roy Moore, who's a pedophile. And again, this election took place a day after Roy Moore's wife said publicly this.
Fake news would tell you that we don't care for Jews. I tell you all this because I've seen it all, so I just want to set the record straight while they're here. One of our attorneys is a Jew.
One of our attorneys is a Jew.
What the hell did you just say?
Wow. So, Roy Moore lost. Can we please relegate him to history books and keep him out of politics? I mean, I believe it's a democracy, and anyone who wants to run should be able to run, but he's a pedophile. We have to have standards. We have to. If we let pedophiles win when, Congress is already filled with serial sexual harassers and career criminals and corrupt idiots, then, I mean, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, color me surprised. I certainly did not think that the results were going to go this way. I was watching the results come in, and I saw it kind of tilting towards Roy Moore, and then I looked at the New York Times, and they constantly saw it leaning towards Doug Jones, which I didn't really buy it because I believe in 2016 they said Hillary Clinton had like an 80% chance of winning. And then I slowly but surely saw that meter tick in Trump's direction. So I thought the same would happen here. But color me surprised. And look, I'm reporting this pretty early, so there is still a chance that it could go the other way. But for the most part, it's very unlikely that the results will change. So Roy Moore was defeated, and Doug Jones will be joining the Senate, which is actually good because since Al Franken resigned, then we have another Democrat to vote against this tax bill, because if Roy Moore got in, that's an extra Republican and one last Democrat that votes for this bill. It makes it almost a certainty. And I'm not saying that I love Democrats. You all know that I criticize them regularly, but we need to make sure that in the short term, we at least have votes to defeat what Republicans want to do. So this is good news. Again, Doug Jones is no one to write home about. He's a very boring neoliberal who is not going to be very progressive. We're going to have to put a lot of pressure on him to do what we want him to do, because he's in Alabama. And face it, if you're in Alabama and you got elected you barely won to a candidate who's a pedophile, then you're probably only going to be in there for 6 years or until your term is up. So go crazy, go super progressive, co-sponsor Medicare for all, go crazy. But, we all know that's probably not going to happen. But look, and at this point in time, we can at least all breathe a little bit easier at night knowing that there's not this deranged lunatic who's a pedophile. Again, saying that is just unbelievable that he almost won, that it's in Congress. So look, this is good news. Roy Moore, go fuck yourself. You and your stupid little religious family can all go fuck themselves. Please go in a cave and leave the rest of us normal Americans alone, because you are batshit fucking insane and we all hate you.
Support this podcast by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Humanist Report.